Hello and welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. This pick a card reading is a general reading looking into 2025. As always, we have our three piles here with group 1 on the left through to group 3 on the right. The timestamps will be in the description box below along with the cards that I'm using. If you'd like a private reading with me, you can book that in the description box also. That being said, I will leave you with your selection and I hope you enjoy your reading. Hey group 1, and welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the chevron amethyst, then this is going to be your reading. And chevron amethyst is a beautiful stone for enhancing the intuition. Like any amethyst, it is a psychic stone, very good supporter in all of those works and practices. But it's also a good stone for dispelling negative energy, and any anger you may be holding on to. It's a good companion for that too. So in your reading today, we're going to be looking at 2025. I've got a different spread here today, and so we're going to be looking at the main theme of the new year, any departing energies from last year, which is, you know, this year if you watch it when it's released, but anyway. Talents you will be expressing in this year, future opportunities that are coming up for you, some upcoming obstacles, how to deal with those obstacles, and how to achieve your goals and dreams, along with the pendulum and some oracle cards to complement all the different areas. So yeah, let's jump straight into this reading. We'll start with the signs I can see here, and we have Cancer, Pisces, Capricorn is here, Scorpio as well. We've got Capricorn up there, quite strong, lots of hard work this year potentially coming in. I'm going to say this year because I'm talking of, oh, there's Aquarius, might as well put Leo in there too. Libra. Yeah, I'm going to keep saying this year, but I'm meaning 2025 when I say this year. So if you are watching it on the few days before the New Year's, as it's going to be released a few days earlier than New Year's, yeah, except this year is talking about 2025. So where do I start? I start in the middle, don't I? We start with the main theme of this new year, and you have the two major arcanas here with the Chariot, the High Priestess, and then the Seven of Cups as well. So your themes this year, it's about moving forward with confidence first of all. For some of you, there's travel in the cards here with the Chariot being there, a move of house or a traveling journeys, but the main theme I feel is about using the confidence you've built from the last cycle, from the things you've experienced, the things, because I can feel a change here. I see in your cards, you're creating a positive change for yourself, and you're leaving something heavy, maybe even quite toxic for some of you. You're leaving something behind, leaving it in the dust. And there's still uncertainty about the path ahead. There's still maybe even a little bit of fear, but you know, I really feel like it's time for you to use your experiences in this situation to create a different outcome or a better outcome for yourself, and you're doing that. The High Priestess is here because your intuition is going to be on point this year. You're going to be feeling a lot of confidence in your intuition. You're going to be facing some tests where you really need to trust your intuition, trust your gut on how you're feeling, with making choices that are not entirely clear. Especially because we have the Seven of Cups here too. Your theme of this year is going to be that there's a lot of openness, there's a lot of opportunities here. And with the Seven of Cups, we know that not all those opportunities are good. So you're going to have to use your experiences of the past to navigate these opportunities and open options and offers that are coming your way. You're going to have to really feel your way through and intuit the right cup for you. There's going to be a lot of different opportunities. This is not the type of year that's like, oh, this is what's happening and head down, bum up type thing. Like, sure, there's going to be some hard work, but this is a year where I feel like many different things could come your way, and it's like a choose your own adventure feeling. This year is also a 9 year, so you may want to look at what your personal year number is for this year, for 2025. But 2025 itself is a 9 year. So there will be sense of closure in this year. There will be a lot of reflection and an opportunity to make life and the world a better place for yourself and those closest to you, based on the reflections and the endings that you instill there will, yeah, definitely be some level of closure in this year. So where do we go from here? We're looking at departing energies from last year. This is interesting. So I see a few different ways to interpret this. You have the Knight of Cups and the Nine of Swords. First of all, departing energies is self-critical thinking, like really, really harsh inner critic. That is energy that is leaving you behind. If that's something you suffered and struggled with last year, then you can definitely see that you'll be putting in a lot more effort into positive thinking and feeling really good about yourself. For some of you, you may have felt, there's different ways to interpret, so pick which one is for you. For some of you though, you may have felt like in situations socially, maybe like a bit of a stick in the mud, or you may have felt like you don't know how to drop in and have fun anymore, or you haven't quite found that way to connect in a lighthearted and free way. Maybe you worry too much. Again, the self-critical energy could be part of that. So that's something else that's leaving this year, where you're actually able to have more fun and embrace these sweet lighthearted moments. For some of you, this is a relationship you're leaving behind. This Knight of Cups is someone who perhaps caused a lot of emotional turmoil for you and a lot of self-doubt or doubt in the connection. You didn't know if you could trust them, or if they were really in this for what you are, like if you're both after the same thing on the same page. And so for you, if this is an energy you're aware of in your life or have you recently separated from, you'll see that you're leaving the stress of that behind. This is something that you're going to be leaving your life this year. So if there is a young Knight of Cups energy that causes you some stress, get ready to say goodbye if you haven't already. So there's multiple things that could be about, but the main one is sleepless nights, stress, overthinking, anxiety, all of that stuff around something that maybe could be fun for you. You know, there's the Knight of Cups can be a very light-hearted, fun energy. Because some of you, it may feel like there's lack of that fun and you're wanting that opportunity. So this is something that could be leaving your life, the stress around that, allowing there to be space to welcome that in. So, interesting. Talents you will be expressing. Talents you will be expressing. So we have a bunch of cards here, and I love the first one. It is Judgment. And straight away when I saw Judgment, I'm like, right, they're on point this year. They're really hearing the calling. So the talent you're expressing is that trust, that inner knowing of what choice to make in any given moment. Even so, that really brings us back to the Seven of Cups, where there's going to be options and not all of them are good, but you're going to have that clear judgment. You're going to have that really strong intuition, that message that calls you, and you're going to have the confidence to act upon it. That's the talent you're expressing. For some of you, it's also about sharing your judgments, your inner thoughts, the way you perceive the world. That may be something you're very talented at, and helping give people clarity, helping people come to their own judgments, things like that. So what else did we have? We had the Four of Cups. I love this as well because it's like this year, and we've got another trumpet. Oh, sorry, I thought that was on this card for a second. I'm like, whoa, we got another trumpet. This is really strong. Okay, what I'm seeing in this combination here is that the things that have been disappointing for you, or any victim mentality energy, is something you either help other people overcome or you're overcoming it within yourself. And you're seeing the opportunity in the moments that are a downfall, or when things don't go right, when things are feeling like it's all, you're actually able to see the blessing and the reason. You're able to see the purpose more clearly this year. So when things go wrong, you're not wounded by it. You're not taking it as a hit. You're seeing, okay, well, what is happening for me here? You're seeing through past the ego, past these desires, into the bigger picture here. Like, you're really plugging in this year. I love that. So nothing's really going to get you down. Even these setbacks, you're going to see them as an opportunity. That's your talent this year. You have the Knight of Coins as well. So slowly, diligently working towards self-mastery. You're building something great and you're learning each step of the way. This is a big self-development year. I really feel like next year, 2026, is going to be amazing. I already feel that for many of us globally, astrologically, 2026 is a wonderful year to look forward to. But I do feel like, especially for this group, like considering that this is a 9 year, like I said before, you may want to go and Google personal year number calculator and just see what comes up for you. Whatever link you're drawn to will be the information you need. And just to be mindful coming into the year what personal year number you are. My personal year number for 2024 was a 6, and health stuff was really, really big for our home, our family in this whole year. It's been a big focus and it was really good. And like same with the last few years of coming into the year, knowing my personal year number has been such a great support. And it's helped me let go and understand and embrace. So maybe something you want to do, but yeah, this year I do feel is a bit of work happening, a bit of cleaning up going on, which makes sense. That personal year number, overall year number 9 being a number of closure, and seeing this Knight of Pentacles, and so just the whole spread, I can see that there's like a bit of a cleanup going on this year that's going to set you up. It's the choices you make, it's the way you perceive things differently and shift your thoughts, shift your beliefs. So with the Knight of Coins, it came out with the Star and the Lovers. These 3 came together, and this is, again, we're still in the area of talents you will be expressing. So look at all these cards, like you're turning a situation that maybe seems empty or unfulfilling or disappointing into a situation where hope is renewed, where there's a connection of companionship potentially here for some of you coming in. This doesn't have to be a romantic companionship. This Lovers card can also be about like this deepening of a commitment to yourself or to your journey, to your purpose, to the roles that you cherish. The roles of a parent, perhaps the roles of a leader in your community, whatever that is for you, the roles you're going to be stepping into, and nothing really sets you back. So I think you've got that capacity to show and teach that to others. I feel like a lot of you may be leaders and guides, or maybe it's through your creative work that you express this message of hope or this sense of direction and support. The ability to see when something seems like a downfall, it's actually a blessing in disguise, things like that. Like you've got the clarity, the hope is with you, the guidance is with you, you're feeling supported and guided through things that may seem like setbacks. So we are in the future opportunities. Now this one was interesting because you have here future opportunity is the 8 of Cups. So there's going to be an opportunity this year for you to walk away from something you perhaps didn't want to, or that you put a lot of energy into. The typical title of this card in many decks is Abandoned Success. So it feels like having to walk away from something that you gave a lot of your energy to. We have the 3 of Swords here as well. So this is a situation that's perhaps been very heartbreaking for you. You're going to have the opportunity to walk away from an energy that betrays you, whether that's in another person or a situation. Maybe you feel like you're selling yourself short somewhere and you deserve better than that. And so you are going to be given the opportunity to walk away from whatever this is for you. And when you do, you're going to bring in so much abundance for yourself. You're going to walk away from something short-term gratification maybe, but it's going to lead to long-term success. The 10 of Pentacles is here. So whatever it is that's painful, that's getting cleaned up this year, trust that it's going to put you where you belong, and it's going to bring in a lot of abundance for you in the home space. And I notice as well, the collaboration card sits directly in alignment with that section, and that's another opportunity that's coming in for you, is to collaborate with others to bring in new opportunities for your work, or even just for your own sense of well-being and in community. Really, really nice energy. And some of this I do believe is going to be a confronting and uncomfortable year. I definitely feel that, but it's actually a blessing, and you're going to see it better than you ever have before. I really, truly feel that. So, upcoming obstacles. A whole bunch came out here, so let's go through that journey. Oh, by the way, we're going to have the pendulum there as well. What's a year without a pendulum? So have a think about what your question might be for the pendulum at the end. So here we have the Queen of Wands, the Devil, Death, Ace of Swords. Can you see where this is going, my fellow readers? Page of Swords, 5 of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. Wow, there is a bit of a battle here, and this is the area of upcoming obstacles. So here you are, taking your power back, Queen of Wands, leadership, immense spiritual power, this really strong sense of self and connection to your higher self. You know where you need to go, you know what's right. I've just heard straightening your crown. So there are some situations where you're really stepping up and you're ready to take control of a situation. And this situation may be a situation that binds you or another in your world, in your life. This can be addiction cycles, codependence. This can be so many different things. This could be a relationship that's got you going back time and time again. But you are going to be really breaking those chains, breaking the chains that bind you. It's an obstacle though. This is something really hard to do. This is something you're going to have to really release an old part of yourself, perhaps an old identity, to really be able to step into this and hold this sword of clarity and truth against something that's going to try and confuse you or tempt you or sway you or control you or manipulate you or whatever it is. You're going to really have to like believe in yourself to create a better outcome or a situation here for yourself. It's an obstacle. But you've got what it takes. Death is here. A Queen of Wands and the Death card on either side of the Devil. It's like this energy is cornered now. It's got nowhere else to go. It's the last what do you call it? The last last hurrah. Death throes, all of those words, right? We have the Page of Swords. There's so much to learn from this experience. I do think there's going to be a lot of questions for you moving ahead. Not everything is going to be understood here. Well, do I have a card around that? I think it might be, we'll get there in a minute. The Page of Swords is a card of curiosity and openness. For some of you, I do feel like there's some things that you're needing to put in a little more effort with this year as well. This could be a separate situation where you're needing to put in a little bit more work to be able to get the outcome that you want. But in this situation, I do feel like this is also like protecting yourself from this energy in the future, being very mindful. We have the Five of Swords and then the Knight of Swords. So part of this obstacle could be that you walking away causes aggression in another person, or for there to be some sort of backlash or aggression in some area here, but you've got what it takes to overcome this obstacle. The next section is how to deal with this obstacle. So there's going to be, I feel like there's very witty energy here as well. You may be dealing with someone who's very clever with their words. So be mindful and stick to your truth. Like just stay in your truth, and that's all you need to worry about. In the what will help with that obstacle, we have the Six of Coins. So don't be afraid to ask for help. Maybe you can't do it all on your own. Maybe you need to ask for help here. Six of Pentacles is a card of generosity, kindness, benevolence, and charity. We have the Five of Cups. Allow yourself to feel your feelings. Don't suppress them. Go through the dark. Don't be afraid to let yourself feel. Let yourself be still. Maybe put down the phone and the distractions for a moment and let it all come up. A dance practice is always good to help move and transmute that energy. Maybe you like to go to the gym or do something creative. But here we have someone who is needing to just feel their feelings. But the sun is coming through here, right? There's memories of tumultuous storms here. There's a lot to think about and process. I can see how it's a 9-year. And then we have the Knight of Wands, which is an energy of getting your energy back up, getting your motivation and curiosity and excitement back, ready for a new adventure. He's got a backpack on, he's traveling light, he's got a hiking stick. So more time in nature, getting out there and doing different things, starting a new hobby perhaps, being creative, being expressive, getting your body moving, getting your creative fires stirring. This is definitely something that's going to help you with this energy of the devil, I guess, in the energy of the obstacle here. So there's something that wants to entrap you, but it's not going to. You're just needing to maybe ask for help where necessary, let yourself grieve and release, but also keep moving, keep looking for excitement and adventures. Don't let this hold you back from something new that could be there for you, and new opportunities, meeting new people, going to new places, trying new things. I do feel like for some of you, you may be ongoing dealing with an energy that is very emotionally heavy. It could be someone in your life, but don't let that hold you back. Yeah, look, I'm going to hold this up here. It says, don't lose yourself trying to hold on to someone. And you also have the card, love your single life. So even if you are in a relationship, this card could be good for you to just embrace your own independence a little bit. But those of you that have left a relationship behind, which I can see here for some of you, it is a good opportunity for you to get to know yourself, meet new people, try new things, get yourself out there and have a new experience. So in the last section for the tarot, we have how to achieve your goals and dreams. And we start with the Two of Cups, companionship, friendship, connecting with people of like mind, not going the journey alone, not being afraid to experiment and try new things. This Page of Wands is somebody who's really open and curious. You've got the Knight of Wands here as well. So you're really being asked to let that creative fire stir. If you're an artist of any kind or a musician or anything like that, you are a chef perhaps, like go in and try new recipes, try new music, learn new things, a new instrument perhaps. There's a need for exploration, curiosity and fun. You have the Ten of Wands here as well. So some of you, it's about not taking on extra burdens that are unnecessary, but lightening the load. Delegating chores and jobs around the home. If you're needing more time for yourself, other people can pick up some of the slack perhaps, but just not taking on burdens that you don't need to take on, being more mindful of creating space for yourself and avoiding toxic energies, because the Two of Cups is here and that's going to help you achieve your goals and dreams, and that's people that are supportive. This is people that are on the same wavelength as you. So I do feel like the Ten of Wands can be some relationships that maybe need to be let go of, and then you'll have that freedom and to welcome in people that are going to lift you up. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune here as well. So you can really see that your goals and dreams are very much dependent on your curiosity, on your openness, and your willingness to let go as well. There is a bit of hard work to do here with the Ten of Wands. I do feel like it's not just about, off-cast all the responsibility and just have a good time. Like, that's not the only message. There's still a message of a lot of work to be done. And you have the card here, New Moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. The New Moon in Capricorn may be a very significant time of the year. I was going to look it up before I started record, but I didn't do it in the end. You may like to look up when the New Moon in Capricorn is going to occur, and that could be a very important time for you with regards to achieving your dreams. Yeah, there's still some hard work, but you're going to see that the wheel does turn in your favor this year. You're going to see that. You're going to create that. Underlying energy of the tarot is the Ace of Cups. I see the Eight of Pentacles underneath there as well. I see Temperance. This is beautiful. Six of Wands. This is really, really nice. I think you're needing a little bit of rest and recuperation, and at the moment, taking things easy, a bit more health, work, life balance stuff, like really paying attention to the areas you've neglected. Maybe it's your health, maybe it's your social life, whatever it is, needing a bit more balance there, but you're going to be falling in love with your work or the new you that you're creating here with the Eight of Pentacles. There's definitely an overfilling cup of love here, and I feel like this is a cup of self-love. More time for self-love. So in our oracles, we had the Poet. The light attribute is expresses soul insights in symbolic language. And that was the main one I was going for, but I'll read the Shadow. Turns a lyric gift into negative or destructive effect. But I do feel we're looking at the light attribute for you, and that is that you are an artist, you are a poet, you are somebody who has the ability to express soul insights in symbolic language. And I felt that here as well, like some of you are readers, or maybe you're just starting out to share your abilities, your talents. This is something that your main theme this year is to move forward with your psychic abilities, to open up and share, to explore new things, to trust that very same intuition you guide others with, to guide yourself to what is good and what's not so good for you. But yeah, this is definitely a year to trust the way you interpret the world, that unique gift that you have there. I have a card here I wanted it to be about prosperity, truth be told. Now I also got some prosperity cards from what's this deck even called? I don't know what it's called, but it's a bit about our finances and our careers. So I'll go to that after. But prosperity from Truth Be Told. Are you willing to do whatever it takes to experience the prosperous life you desire? If you want to be an artist, do you make your art a priority? If you want to be a healer, do you set aside time to learn new things to help you serve? A writer must write, a singer must sing. Being true to your calling is essential to you moving forward. There is another oracle message here too. It's time to have a real look at the honest truth about your prosperity, your relationship to money, to compensation, and to meaningful work. Ask yourself, what is true for me? And you will find the key to abundance. And you've got that happening this year. I really feel like this, over in this area of future opportunities, it's a painful experience of letting one thing go, but it leads you to so much more abundance and truth. It's a fantastic thing. Truth be told, you're tapping into that. We saw that hard work paying off. A major area of life this year is the hearth, the home. This is going to be a very important place for you, is that peace and serenity you have in your home space. I might go a little into the book. What do we got? At least they're numbered. Let's read the challenge and the gift. The challenge is, Vesta warns you to share yourself rather than sacrifice yourself. Your hard work at holding the situation together may be ignored or taken for granted unless you know your worth. And the gift is to find the temple within, the place of quiet safety where you can tend the fire and carry the sacred temple with you always. Your personal power card this year is I am a creator. And I love to see that with all these other emphasizing cards around your creative work. To be creative, to be expressive. This year it's all about what you're creating, the different things. For some of you, you may be creating a beautiful child. For some of you, you may be creating new works of art. You may be creating a new self, a whole new life for yourself. But you are a creator, and this life that you experience is very much your creation, and I really feel like you're tapping into that this year for sure. So we have 2 more sections of Oracle before the Pendulum card. And we'll start with the self-care card. So love your single life. We saw that before. Whether you're in a relationship or you are single, this is a perfect opportunity this year for you to do a bit more on your own terms. A bit more of adventures for yourself. Taking yourself out and to do things, not waiting for someone else. And if you are newly single or have been single for a while, this is a good time for you to really embrace that. Because I kind of feel like for some of you, it's hard to say in a general reading, but I get the feeling that many connecting, there will be a partnership that comes along perhaps later in the year. Again, it's an individual thing, but the feeling's there. So just enjoy this time while you have it, because eventually it's not going to be that way and you're going to be sharing life with someone else potentially. So we have music. Music can heal wounds that medicine cannot touch. Again, if you are an artist, to create your music, to spend time. As the other card said, if you want to be this, you want to be that, then show up for it. Create time, make it a priority. Cut your screen time this year. Put the phone down, turn off the TV and computer, getting active, doing things you love, going on adventures, just taking a walk each day would be lovely for you. We have the card Start Saving. Getting some savings behind you will make you feel more at ease. So there's that message there to be mindful. Oh, here we go. Hang on, I didn't go through these. Sorry, there was a knock at the door, so that distracted me from going through these cards. Anyway, we're doubling back now to these. I don't know how that happened. Anyway, we have Gaia here. And the options of this card, there's a couple down the bottom. I'll read them out to you. Spend time with nature to be healed, soothed, and regroup. Protecting the planet, herbalism, livestock, or working with nature could be for you. And the universe is working with you. Believe in its subtle magnetism to guide you. That's definitely a theme in this reading. You've got that here as well, like this energy of like really trusting your intuition and being guided and called onto a path. And when things don't go right, you actually they're going right. You realize and see the messages as to how that is. In the past that may have been harder, but it's becoming clearer and clearer that you are guided and you can trust it. So charity, see where you can give more of yourself to helping others and make a difference. Humanitarian work, human rights, justice, or advocacy could be work for you. Or donating can create positive energy around you and attract more abundance, maybe donating your time or energy or services in some way. You're going to have lots of options this year. We saw it with the 7 of Cups as well. Many opportunities are becoming available to you now, or you may be flooded by too many ideas, and that is here for sure. Do not get stuck in doubt when an offer presents itself. Seize the moment. And then it's also create multiple streams of income. I do feel like that's a big one, that last one there for many of you, opening up, creating multiple streams of income. And then we had prudence, which is interesting because you also have the start saving card. Don't let the balance of your credit cards get too high. Put something aside for a rainy day. Stay within budget and start living within your means. So some of you may need to be very mindful financially this year, and you will be creating abundance. I can see that with the 10 of Pentacles. There's an opportunity for abundance there, or to like fix some financial issues you may have. And then now we have the higher self cards. Okay, so we have, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Sometimes you learn by messing up. If you need to break the rules, do it with conviction to make a difference. Don't lose yourself trying to hold on to someone, and spend less time worrying about your appearance. You are enough. Okay, the Pendulum now for my group ones. Sorry about the choppiness of that reading because there was a knock at the door and that throws me completely. Love when that happens. Okay, so group one. You may like to pause the video if you haven't got your question ready yet. It's how you word it that's the most important, but also please use discernment when using these types of tools. Okay, so can we see a yes, please? Thank you. And then can we see the no? Beautiful. Okay, so group one has a question. The answer to their question. It's a yes. I felt it turning to a yes. It was a no at first, but then it's like, no, it just stopped and went up to the yes. And that is a yes, and it feels kind of clear and simple. I'm not getting any extra threads or information around it. It just felt like it went up to a yes, so we're going to call it a yes. And hopefully that was supportive for you, group one. So with the competition to win a free reading, you may have noticed if you've entered in on the Facebook post, your comment is getting a heart, because now that means your name has been entered in, and I'm hearting them as I go so I know who's yet to be entered, because it's going to take me a few days to get through them all. And then once I've got them all in, I will look at what date I'm available to do a live, and I'll give a bit of warning, so hopefully you can meet me there and we can spend some time together, do a live, maybe pull a couple of cards, maybe do a couple of fun pendulum readings for people, and then we'll call the winner. And yeah, that'll be nice. I'm looking forward to that live. That'll be fun. So group one, I'm going to leave it there for you. I hope this reading gave you some comfort, clarity and guidance about the year ahead, and I look forward to all of the readings coming in 2025. Take care. Hey group two, welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the little companion birds, Pajarito Compañero. These sweet little birds are so magnificent, and I thought it was amazing that this item got chosen because the first card was actually companion. And so for many of you this year, it is going to be a year that has highlighted a special or significant relationship or companionship that you have in your life, joining with others that are that brings your soul peace, that brings your soul healing, is going to be significant for you in the coming year. So group two, this reading, as we know, as the title says, it is about the upcoming year 2025. So when I say this year, even though I'm releasing it a few days early before the new year, I'll be saying this year and talking about 2025. 2025 is a 9-year in numerology. So you may also like to go onto Google and just type in personal year calculator to find out what your personal year is going to be, because that can be really, really supportive to help you accept, understand and embrace the energy you're going to be moving through. I know every year looking at my personal year number first always helps me navigate that year insanely. Like there's so much clarity, there's so much understanding, and then with that comes acceptance and the ability to flow with whatever's coming or not coming. So Yeah, so have a look at that. Personal year number 9. Oh, so personal year number is different to the actual year number. The actual year number, though, is a 9. So it is about closure. It's about reflection, and it's about making choices that bring better outcomes for those around you, for yourself. It's about change quite often. And you've even got a card here, change in the wind, in your area of prosperity. So the spread we're going to be doing, I'll also mention so many things to talk about. I'll be doing the pendulum at the end, so you may like to have a little think about what your question is going to be, a yes or no question. And then the New Year's spread I'm doing will have the main theme of this year, the departing energies of last year, talents that you will be expressing, future opportunities, upcoming obstacles, how to deal with these obstacles, and then how to achieve your dreams and goals and dreams. And then a whole bunch of oracle cards that complement the different areas as well. So an overspread of 2025 with the companion birds. Okay, my companion birds. Some of the main energies in your reading I have is Libra, Leo, Pisces, Cancer, Aquarius are the main energies here. Oh, Sagittarius is here as well. Love that. Oh, we've got Virgo too, Pisces up there. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Love that. So there could be you, someone you deal with, or a part of your chart that's activated, or a transit that comes in even that is going to be significant for you at a time of year. So let's jump straight into the main theme of this year, which is represented by the Knight of Cups, Temperance, and the World. So the main theme of this year, when I look at this, I feel like, first of all, I want to mention, I saw other things before, but now I just want to mention this first, and it's that I feel there needs to be a little bit more balance with your work and play. So if you've been having a great time, then maybe it's time this year to bring that into a bit of balance, bring your schedule into a bit of balance, so you're actually achieving the things you've set out to achieve. For many of you, romance, companionship is a very big theme for you this year. You may already have someone with you as you come into the year, or it could be a significant year for you meeting someone very special for you. So the Knight of Cups is often about romance and connections that feel so deep. They feel so lighthearted and fun at the same time, like it could go anywhere. It's very exciting, and it's definitely someone who's very in love with you this year. So you may not know them yet, or you may very well know them, but yeah, there's definitely romance and sweet moments to be shared. You've got romantic evenings and dinners and dates with the Temperance card here in the image, and then the World card as well. So, but in that combination, if you can see, this is a lot of fun, right? So with the Temperance and the World, I think it's also saying, hey, don't forget to put in the effort where it's needed and finish the things you set out to achieve. Keep on track with your goals. It might be hard to do if you're having a lot of fun and really good times. Like, it can be hard to pull up and say, all right, it's time to do a bit of work. It's time to get back to the gym, or whatever it is that's fallen out of balance. So keeping a balance this year is going to be really important for you. And also rising up and shining. You're going to have a big influence on people this year. The words you speak, your energy that you carry, even just going out into your local area to do your groceries or something, like, you're going to have a really profound impact on people without even realizing it. You can see the image here. She's like, as she gets closer to people, they're starting to warm up and shine, and the people that are further away are a little bit cranky or gruff or dealing with their own things. But as your energy affects and pours onto other people, it has a beautiful positive impact. So please don't underestimate the positive impact you can have on the world here. This year, it's definitely, I can see it in the Sun card you've got down here. You've got the Six of Wands, you've got the Star, you've got energy here, you've got the Magician. Like, this is a really empowering year for you to believe in yourself and really shine. Like, the sky is the limit for you. I know that there's going to be setbacks and things that go, it's not going to go 100% to plan. It's not going to be how you think it's going to be, that's for sure. You can see that here too, but what you can definitely see is that no matter what's going on, the way you perceive it and the way you move into it willingly, to be moved, to be guided, to trust, to see the positive in such circumstances that may feel, negative, it's going to really impact yourself and the outcome on many different occasions. So the World is also a card of ending cycles. So that's a very big theme for this year, is going to be about closing out the old cycle and beginning something new, which is perfect for you because it's a 9-year, right? It really is a year about closing things out. Now, going to look at your personal year number will give you even more information of where that theme may really sink in for you, or where there could be a lot of highlighted energy. Personally, for me, in the 2024, that was a 6-year, and as soon as we started the year, things around health came up for us in our family and our home and myself. So then I can see the whole of last year was definitely a 6-year. And prior to that, a 5-year, yes. And prior to that, the 4-year. It was so good knowing about the 4-year, because I was really prepared to get in there and do the work without seeing the results. I knew having a 4-year that year, the results weren't going to be showing up, and that's okay. I just had to do the work and trust and keep my head down, keep working. And I did, and that was what that year was. But as soon as we clicked over to that 5-year, boom, change. As soon as it clicked over. So definitely have a look at your personal year number, where you're at for 2025 and what that's going to bring, because it can be really, really helpful with acceptance or understanding, depending, and embracing that energy. So world travel as well. Travel is definitely on the cards here. It's in numerous areas. You've got take a vacation as well. Some of you are going to be going overseas, seeing the world this year, or going on some significant travel or trip. Maybe your work will take you overseas, depending on your situation, of course. But yeah, definitely going to be seeing a bit more of the world in 2025. How cute is my cup from Santa, by the way? It's letting me live my best fairy life. Loving it. It has a little leaf saucer, but I didn't bring that to the table. Anyway, okay, so where are we up to? Oh, we just started. I feel like we've gone so deep already. Okay, we're in the area now of departing energies from last year. So this is the energy that will be leaving your life. And we have Justice, the 10 of Wands, the 5 of Wands. Now this looks like a bit of a relief. For some of you, it's about legalities. With the Justice card being here, there may be a legal situation that is you're leaving behind. It may be a situation that's been very heavy on you. Maybe there's been certain like visa restrictions in where you're living, or something to do with a legal situation. It could be like a separation, a divorce court scenario. It could be co-parenting, parent-family court stuff, like arguments, bickering, conflict, all of this stuff, the heaviness of a situation that felt maybe binding, and you're not on the same page with these people or person. Whatever this is something you are leaving behind. The added burden and stress from this situation, the fights, the bickering, the arguments, however this shows up for you, you are leaving that behind this year. It is something to be left in 2024. It's not coming with you as you move ahead. It's a fantastic energy to see leave you. I really do feel. 10 of Wands can also be that added burden that's not even yours to carry. You know, you could be carrying other people's stuff, other people's energy. So learning to decipher what's yours and what's not yours, like not plugging into other people's BS. And that can also just be in like everyday life stuff. Maybe you're super absorbent and empathic and you feel everything. Maybe you're really learning how to not take it on this year. That could definitely be represented here as well. But for the most part, I feel like this can be, yeah, like some sort of legal situation or complication that came up that's caused a lot of conflict or stress. That is something that's being left behind. So the talents you will be expressing. I love this. Look at that. You've got 2 major arcana here with the Sun and the Fool, and then we have the Ace of Swords. So the talents you're expressing, much like the World card, you are shining. That is the vibe this year. You're shining your beautiful talent, your beautiful bright light, who it is that you are, natural at your core. Now, this is also the type of energy that illuminates ideas. It brings ideas and it brings opportunities in. We've got the Fool and the Ace of Swords. So the talents you're expressing is the talent of your mind, the talent of your expression, the way you speak and the way it impacts people, the way you illuminate the truth, or you bring the truth in a way that uplifts this positive energy at the same time. Some of you may be readers, speakers, writers, musicians, singers, whatever it is that you've got a message to give, or even in the most mundane job, like you're speaking to people and it's impactful. Don't dismiss the type of work that you do And it doesn't have to be some glorified status. Like it's in the everyday stuff. The talent you're expressing this year is very much one that brings you to new places. With the Fool card being here, there's definitely an opportunity for you to expand in a new way, or into the world in a different way, or be seen. Maybe you're sharing your work online, maybe you're getting more people are looking at your work, and just because you're trying new things, you're ready to express yourself in new creative ways, you're ready to take risks. With the Fool card, it's about taking a leap of faith, maybe having a little fear, but doing it anyway, you know, and sharing your truth, being more authentic, and bringing clarity to people, bringing happiness to people, bringing joy. It's all there for you. So in the area of future opportunities, we have the Six of Wands. How's that for a future opportunity? This is a card of public victory and being acknowledged for your hard work, being seen. She's about to reach the top of the mountain here. We have the Knight of Swords and the Page of Cups. These are pretty creative works, but see how she's like screwing up the paper and starting again. And so this is like, there's going to be an opportunity for you to really put in a lot of that mental energy that you've got into something really constructive and something creative here as well that you can share with the world. Your work is going to be seen more this year, but it's also going to help you learn a lot more about yourself as well, and how to be what do I want to say here? Maybe it's literally to do with being a good companion, not just to your partner, but to the world, a good companion in the world. I feel like a lot of you, the creative work you do brings some sense of connection to people, or an expansion of their understanding, or expansion of their consciousness. The work that you do brings gifts for others. With the Knight of Swords here, it is like, I see this person as, like, as much as the work may be frustrating, and then maybe there's creative blocks at times, or writer's block, or whatever it is you experience, it's like you embrace these opportunities to learn even more about yourself, and maybe even share that authenticity of the journey. And then that is what also helps you reach more people and have more people feel relatable with you as well. If you're sharing your perceived mistakes or failures and how you overcome them, and like the truth of the journey is being shared by you. And I feel as well that for some of you, there's going to be an opportunity to clear the air with somebody, or create some sort of like closure, or there could be like a healing of a relationship that's long lost. Like maybe you haven't spoken to a parent in many years, and there's an opportunity to reconnect this year, or something like that. It's obviously a general reading. It's hard to call exactly what that is, but I get multiple different little things that it could be. And it does feel like the healing of something really good that once was quite frustrating, or learning about healing yourself after going through something that was really traumatic and painful for you, and using that story or that learning, that lesson to rise up, to achieve your dreams, to achieve your goals here. You're definitely achieving this year though. The Six of Wands is here for you. So in the area of future obstacles, we have the Four of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Magician. So this is about feeling like you're not quite getting there. Feeling like it's slow, or it's being held back, or you've got to revisit things and do things again, or there's like, with the Magician in an obstacle area, I'm feeling this is to say that you're feeling like you've invested all your time and energy, you've put in so much, but you're still not quite feeling like you're hitting the mark or getting the results you want. And that's the obstacle for this year, is that maybe there's some more hard work. Maybe you're moving into a 4-year yourself. Maybe that's why I had to mention it. Maybe there's a lot of you moving into a 4-year where you're going to have to just do the work. You know, you're not going to see those fruits yet. And it takes a while to see the fruit from the apple tree. And that can be really disappointing. You think it's all not working out, but it is working out. That's the thing. There's a golden cup right here. And so the obstacle for you is to realize that there's actually golden opportunities in areas where you think nothing's happening. You're going to have to keep trusting and keep working at it and keep developing your skills, utilizing all the resources that are around you. really being like a magnet for resource, and then utilizing that resource that you have, like really putting yourself to the test, I think is happening here. And it's going to be an obstacle for you to overcome, that you're going to be invested in things that take a while to see those results, but it's okay. What will help with that obstacle? Six of Pentacles first and foremost. Reciprocity, generosity, asking for help and giving help as well. Being generous with your time, your money, your energy where you can will bring you a lot of prosperity and help you overcome obstacles, helping others. But also when you need help, don't be afraid to ask for it. The Star is here. Remaining hopeful is going to be a big reliever of your obstacle. Just staying in that energy of hope. Just believing in the possibility, not letting any downfalls hold you back or restrict you from being a very generous, giving person yourself. Six of Cups, time with family, time with children, time with your own inner child, being playful, not worrying so much about driving and striving for the results, but stopping and playing and enjoying where you are right here, right now, today. Like, it's a beautiful weather, go out to the park, go for a walk, you know, enjoy what you have today, the bird sound, the leaves rustling in the wind. Like, really connect to all of your senses. This is a good, I think, strategy to just let go of all the seriousness and hard work, to realize and step into that gratitude that you've already made it. Really, you have. Yeah, there's things to strive for, but to really bring yourself back into that, you know, I'm here now and this is special. This moment is special. And also with the Six of Cups, I do feel for some of you this is about revisiting something from the past. So maybe it's something you haven't done in a while, maybe it's an old talent from when you were a child, or there's something here for you to revisit this year that will help you overcome your obstacles as well. Some of it could lie in family dynamics. I do feel like there's like a family healing thing to come for some of you. Like, I specifically do feel like a parent energy for some of you, but whatever it may be, maybe a year where that happens, so there's some sort of reconciliation or reunion, or even just like closure and peace to depart, whatever it may be. Yeah. Oh, I do feel like this dog is like, some of you are getting a dog this year, a family dog. That's cool. I like that. Like a really special dog. That's strong for someone. So how to achieve your goals and dreams. We have the Knight of Wands, and I heard look around, find out. So do that, you know, mess around, find out, make mistakes, get messy, give it a go, you know, get in there. Get in the arena and live a little. We've got the Knight of Wands. It's a card of expression, motivation, impulse, excitement, firecrackers, going for it, letting life be alive, I guess, letting yourself be alive. Dancing, moving. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. For some of you, your work from home is very important for you. New creative pursuits that you achieve in the home space are going to be probably highlighted or emphasized this year. You may come up with a new business idea that you launch from home, or some of your creative things you do at home. Yeah, it could be very profitable for you. It could be also for some of you, your desire is to buy a home this year. This is part of your dreams and goals. The only way to do that is to do the work, I guess, budget, see the right people, make the right plans, the right investments. Financial investment for some of you, a financial advisor might be someone you want to speak to if you've got like the desire to invest your money in, you know, stocks or something, crypto or business investments of some kind. That may be on the cards here for you. Renovations of the home, I definitely see that here as well, like spending money and time in the home, creating money in the home. These are all really important for you to achieve your goals and dreams. But also we have here like connecting with community that are like-minded and joining with them for events, having fun, going to places, getting out there, socializing. All of these things are going to bring you a lot of prosperity and help you achieve your goals and dreams. I do feel like for some of you, like healthy eating is really important, and exercise this year, like really taking care of your temple is going to be super important, and the lifestyle in your home space. So if there's a drinker and smoker in the home, you know, that might be something that's you know, needing to be moved out of the home or cleared out or something. It's a small example, but I do feel like healthy lifestyle in and around you is really important. And that brings me to this card of Digest by Virgo. And I do really feel like this card is talking about maybe some of you have wheat intolerance, or shouldn't be taking in so much of certain foods, so being very mindful of stomach sensitivities. You have the card Passive with Sensitized, so some of you might feel more sensitive to certain foods this year, and it's a good time to do a bit of a detox or a plan around what supports your system. So some of you may like to see a naturopath or a clinical nutritionist to help get you on the road. I know a fantastic clinical nutritionist, my sister, if you need a recommendation. She sees people online. And a great naturopath, I know a good one of those too. Also, we'll see you online if you would like. But there's many everywhere, so you know, find who you're drawn to as well for these types of practitioners. It can be really good to find who's really drawn to you or you're drawn to for your unique journey, for your unique needs. So yeah, I feel like a bit of a care of your body is really important for you this year. And like careful with your finances, like don't be too impulsive, but yeah, like looking to the bigger picture of what you're trying to achieve here is super important. Connections that are very grounding for you as well, like practices and lifestyle choices that are grounding, try not to be too impulsive. But at the same time, it's like get out there and try new things, but like keep that balance, be mindful of that balance. That's what we saw at the start here as well. So we'll go into the oracles for my companion birds and then the pendulum. So as we saw, we had companionship is wanting to be a major theme in your year. Loyalty, tenacity, and unselfishness. The shadow attributes, I wasn't really asking for that in this card today. I was kind of just wanting the light, but it does say betrayal of misusing confidences, loss of personal identity. You may relate to some of that potentially throughout the year or have related to that, but this is a time for you to be coming into the light attribute of companionship energy and just seeing the little companion birds. So sweet, so sweet. Very significant relationship there for many of you this year. And so I've also got a card and I wanted it to be around prosperity. And then I also have some prosperity cards from another deck, so I'll put them together. And the message of prosperity is, as you endeavor to create a prosperous life, you may encounter unexpected reversals that cause you to shift directions. This is a good thing, so there's nothing to fear. Perhaps an opportunity you sought went to someone else. Perhaps you've pursued something you suddenly realized is not in your highest good. You might not be 100% clear on where you need to go, but you are certain that things are not going as planned. Circumstances are not in your control right now. Wait it out, all will be well, even better actually. Trust. So there will be changes in regards to your prosperity or where you're headed. The direction you were once headed on may really change for you, bringing you to a whole new experience, but you can trust that it is opening you up to something new, something right, something better. So if things aren't going well, you can really just relax and go with the flow with that warning ahead that it's actually going to work out better for you in the end. So we have in the prosperity cards as well, next level, be a boss. And there's a few different options. I'll read them to you. It says you're either about to take your finances to the next level or it's time that you do. So maybe it's time for you to be your own boss. Your finances haven't improved yet. If your finances haven't improved yet, you can be certain they will soon. And there's a chance of something extra in the air. You have outlook with improve your relationship with money to help grow your wealth. You may have conflicting values that impose negatively on your values around money, and change behavior and develop better money habits. So the way you connect to finances, your belief system is something that's going to want to be looked at, I would say, this year. Shifting your perception around money and value, and to be paid the way you're paid, and the way you value what you do. We have the card Patience. Divine timing is at hand. It will require having faith while you are shown the way. You may feel tired and out of balance. The universe is forcing you to rest and recover. Money may be slow coming in your, or unsatisfied with your finances. So there's definitely improvements happening here. And I kind of see that actually now as I look back up to the, what is that, future opportunities. It's like you can see this person's like deeply reflecting on their self, their inner being, their thoughts, their beliefs, and their plans. Like they're screwing it up, they're starting again, they're screwing it up, they're starting again, they're trying this, they're trying that. There's like really, there's a lot of, like I get a bit of struggle in this energy, but you get there in the end with the Six of Wands. Like it's important that you go through whatever this is that gets you to reach to financial prosperity, which is there for you. So whatever the setbacks are, or the detours, trust that there's so much to learn. It's a valuable experience. You also have the card Networker. It may be time to create or reach out to your network of people who will help you. Consider a career in marketing, promoting, sales, or any professional networking job, and make the most out of the resources you have to improve your finances. So there's definitely some focus needed in that area. Whether that was financial advisor, I think we mentioned that before, or like it could also be recovery from whatever it is you're leaving in the past, this heavy commitment or something that was a burden on you. It could have financially drained you. Maybe you're recuperating from that experience. There's much to see here. It could be so many different things. So where are we now? We've got the card, we've seen that one. Oh, can't pick it up. The energy is gaining momentum, and this is a card that shows that you are on the right track, even when things are complicated or there's perceived setbacks and struggles. Just trust that you are getting there. The energy is gaining momentum. Don't lose heart and fear that you're having to invest so much without seeing the results. Things will come in their right timing. The centerpiece of your reading is Temperance, and we saw the card Patience here as well. Things may be slow going. You may be needing to balance things out to make sure that things are stable and secure. And it takes a while. I do feel like it's a slower year for some of you, but that's okay. It's a 9-year. We're closing things out. 2026 is going to be good. 2026 is going to be great. Really, I've felt that for years now. Astrologically, we can see it, but as we get closer, it becomes clearer and clearer. Okay, so what are these Astro codes? We have the card Sensitize from Pisces, Virgo with Digest, and Conjunction Alliance. So I feel with all of these, like first of all, Pisces Sensitize. We did see the message of digestion. So some of you may have a sensitive digestive system that you really ought to pay attention to and care for this year. But Sensitize is also about your sensitivities and the energy you receive. And some of you, like I said, you could be really strong empathic. And so becoming more aware of your sensitivities and the energy that's yours and not yours, because I think this year may be a heightened sensitive year, like you're really in tune and feeling a lot. So it's going to give you an opportunity to learn a lot about yourself and what's yours and what isn't. And as we saw, Digest with Virgo. Virgo is it is the area of health, our gut, our stomach health, all of that. So this again is a highlighted theme for you this year, to respect and look after your tummy and your digestive health. But it's also a card of exercise and routines and structure and analyzing the details. Virgo is analytical. And Conjunction with Alliance, I do feel like this is a really important card for you to be working with other energies, to allow it to work in conjunction with you and support you to achieve your dreams. There's things that you want to do this year that you're not going to be able to do on your own. And that's a good thing. That's why the companion's here for you, right? It's fantastic. Your personal power this year is I deserve respect. So any energies perhaps in the past, in the year behind us, where you felt disrespected, that is no longer going to be acceptable in a way that is firm but soft. I deserve respect. I feel like you are, for some of you, waking up to the areas where you have allowed things that are not acceptable anymore. And so I do feel like this is coming from an inner sense of self-worth. It's from what you've experienced, it's from your reflections, it's from the expanded awareness. And from that place, you are respecting yourself, respecting your time, respecting your body, respecting your mind, respecting your space, respecting the people around you, giving respect, right? And from that energy vibration, you then attract a lot more respectable energy towards you. And it's about the way you hold yourself. It's about the way you maintain your own energy. I think respect is a very important thing to reflect on this year for you. And you all have your own personal reasons as to what that's about and why. But it feels very important. Maybe it's also about finding a companion that is going to be that's going to show you respect, that's actually like healthy for you, something really good for you. Making sure that the people around you are respectful, or you just don't need to entertain it anymore. They don't need to retaliate, you don't need to dispute to any levels, you just go where you are appreciated and respected. Leave it at that. So we have here some higher self messages and some self-care prompts before we go into the pendulum. So the higher self messages are: be willing to let go of everything you once thought to be true. And let go of the idea that you are not ready. There's more to know than what you currently know. That much is true here as well. Like, you've got to be open this year to be moved, and to, like, when something comes up and you feel like it's not working out, to actually like look for the opportunity where it is working out, and keep slugging away. Like, I feel like some things might knock you about and make you want to give up, or feel like it's fruitless or not going to happen or whatever, but just keep persevering. And then we have true love will find you in the end. So another message of this companionship that is around you. If you've come into the year single, you may very well be meeting your special person this year. And for those of you, it may be about the deepening of your love with a connection you already have. True love is going to really be blossoming this year. And then some self-care prompts. What would be supportive for you is to plan your career, make milestones, and have a strategy to set yourself up for success. This year we're going to be doing like a diary where at the start of the month, we're going to be looking at the numerology of the month and doing a little tarot reading and getting our goals and things for the month set. And then at the end of each month, we're going to review what we did and then set up the next month. So that's our personal plan for this year. Maybe you want to do something similar. But planning your career and your goals, setting yourself up for success is going to be really, really important this year. Take that vacation, plan a trip overseas or a holiday of some kind, see the world. That is there for you this year. Will be very good, very enriching for your soul. Avoiding toxic people. Bye. Hang out with people who uplift your spirit, not bring it down. Enough said there. Because you deserve respect, right? Yes. And have a relaxing bath. Adding salts or lighting candles can help restore yourself. It's also just, I think, the message of this year, try to do more to really relax your central nervous system, to really like respect and love your body, to feel relaxed, like really bring yourself relaxation in many different practices that you can this year, because it's going to be beneficial as well. Underlying energy of this year is the High Priestess. And we have the Eight of Swords underneath that too. So situations where you felt powerless, I do feel this is about you stepping into that belief in spirit and be like, you know what, I'm just going to give it all up and trust spirit and reach out. I'm going to reach out to my higher self and find a way. I'm going to stop trying to figure out and decode all the symbols and stay stuck in situations where I think I'm stuck, but I'm not really. This is a card of, a message, of surrender. And maybe even like needing clarity from conversations with friends, or letting go of things that cloud your judgment. I think there's like some cuts that need to be made. For some of you, it could be like, drinking too much or smoking too much, or something that clouds your judgment. But yeah, there's some things that you already intuitively know what needs to go, what needs to shift. So Yeah, just seeing the avoid the toxic poison here. So if there's some poisons that you've got around you, then clear them out. It can also be environmental as well, like the things we clean with, the foods we eat. But anyway, back to your pendulum moment. So if you want to pause the video and take some time to get your question right. Let's have a look for group 2. Can we see their yes, please? Okay, thanks. Can we see what their no is going to look like? Doesn't even want to go to a no, but there we go, thank you. Okay, so the answer for group 2's question they're holding, please. And it appears to be a no. Yeah. I'm getting a no, and with that, it's like that no. It's like some of you may try to change that no into a yes after the no, but it's still a no. And there's like, what else was I getting? There's something about the no. It's like it sets different things in motion, like and it kind of brings me back to the message we had in the reading about like things not going how you thought they would, or I think it was the change in the wind card for around your prosperity. So yeah, I don't know, there's a no there, but it's like it's a good thing in the end, and go with it and just trust it, whatever that means. So hopefully that helped you. Okay, group 2, what am I up to? That's it for your cards. I'm going to leave that there. You may notice as well on Facebook, if you've entered into the free reading competition, you will be getting little hearts coming up on your comment over the coming days. And once you've got a heart on your comment, it means that your name has been entered into the wheel. That's how I know what I'm up to, because it's going to take me a couple of days to get everyone there. And once I've got them all in, I'll have a look at my schedule, school holiday schedule. It's hard to get a free moment at the moment, but I'll see what I can do, and I'll give a bit of notice for when I'm going to do the live, in case you'd like to meet me there. And we'll have, maybe we'll do some pendulum for questions for some people, pull a couple of cards, just have a general chat, and then we'll call that winner for the reading, and that'll be awesome. I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to just connecting with you all in a real light-hearted way as well. So I feel like this. Yeah, okay. I'm like, I want to see more. I just want to see more. Look at that. We've got the Empress here. This is truly a time for you to nurture yourself, your loved ones, your children, your body, your garden, your kitchen, your mind, your creative stations. Like, this is a card of like blossoming. It is. It really is. The Empress, the mother. It's a card of healing, nurturing, abundance. It's going to be a good year. It's going to test you though. I really feel that. The Strength card is here. It's going to test you, but it's all good. It's all good tests. It's all good tests. It puts you where you're supposed to be. It steps you into leadership. And that's what we have. So group 2, that is what I have for you. And I hope it gave you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance for 2025. And I look forward to all of our weekly readings to come over the next year. Take care. Hey, group 3, welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the pink aura quartz, then this is going to be your reading. I always see this crystal as a magical city. I love it. I feel like it invokes my imagination. But this beautiful crystal is a stone of dissolving anger and stress in situations, and also helping you to become aware of and align with a higher vibrational love frequency. So I think it is an all-round healing energy. It's a little dusty at the moment. It could do with a bit of a clean. Maybe you feel a little dusty, or could do with a clean up in some way. But anyway, it is a beautiful stone, and it also makes me think of like glow up as well. Some of you might be experiencing glow up this year, but that's what this reading is all about. It's about this year ahead. I've got a different kind of spread here I'll read to you. And yeah, we'll start with that. So it is the New Year's spread. We're going to be looking at the main theme of this year, the departing energies of last year, talents that you will be expressing, future opportunities to come this year, any upcoming obstacles, how to deal with these obstacles, and then how to achieve your goals and dreams. And then we've got a whole bunch of oracle cards to complement these different areas, and we're also going to do the pendulum reading as well. So stick around for that at the end. You might like to think about what your question is going to be, just asking a yes or no question, always using discernment with such tools. But yeah, we'll do that at the end. And yeah, you may have also noticed on Facebook, if you've entered into the competition, eventually your comment will be getting a little heart. Once that heart is there, it means that you've been entered in. That's how I'm keeping track of because it's going to take me a few days. Every time I get a free moment, I'll go and add a bunch more. I added like 67 people in today. So I'll keep at it until it's done, and then once it's done, I will choose a suitable date and time and let you all know when the live is going to be, and hopefully we can be together and just connect, do some cards, maybe a couple of pendulum questions for some people, and call the winner. So that's exciting. I'm looking forward to that. I've never actually done a live, always avoided them, but that's cool. Let's do it. So group 3, jumping into your reading now, I can see the main energy here. We've got Cancer, we've got Leo, we've got Sagittarius and Virgo here as well. What's up the top here? Yes, maybe a bit of Gemini there too. So those are some of the big energies in your reading or your year ahead. It could be you, someone you're dealing with, or aspects or times of year that are really potent or important for you. But we're going to start with the theme of the year. And that's represented by the Strength card, the Fool, and the Four of Wands. So the theme of this year, first of all, with the Strength card, we see a whale being rescued from a net. And so for some of you, the theme of this year is about maybe even rescuing yourself, or just getting yourself out of a tricky situation, out of being trapped, and finding that strength, that perseverance, or that courage to unstuck yourself, to move yourself forward into a new direction. The Fool is here. And it's almost like she's like washed up on the beach and grown new legs. She was once a mermaid, so she's like foreign in this new place, and she's found a home here though. So for some of you, you may be finding your home in a different place. For others of you, your life may be changing so dramatically that it feels like you're in a foreign land. And there's a sense of real belonging here with this Four of Wands. So this is beautiful. This is a very nurturing home space energy. Finding a home, if that's something you're looking for, that may be something coming for you this year, maybe purchasing a home or finding a home that feels good. And also about reaching out to different communities. It doesn't have to just be about the home space. It can be about your community and the people that you share your journey with. So you may be meeting a tribe or what feels like soul family this year. These significant people may be coming in. Something else I forgot to mention at the start of this reading is that 2025 is a numerological year number 9. So for some of you, you may like to do a little Google after this, or pause the video and go have a look at what your personal year number is going to be for 2025. So 2025 is a 9, but you have your own personal year number for what this year is going to be, and it's really valuable to find that out. Whatever you do, wherever you find yourself, just typing in personal year number calculator into Google, it'll take you to a bunch of options. Whatever you choose to click on will be the information you need. And usually you type your date of birth in, and then it will come up with what that means at the bottom. So have a read. It's really informative. It can help us accept and surrender into the themes or the highlighted aspects of the year. And I know that looking at that every year for me has always been really, really supportive. And I've just come out of a 6th year, and let me tell you, it was all about health. It was from day one, and same with my 5 year. It was a lot of change, and my 4 year was very much foundational building, not seeing the results. So understanding what year energy we're moving into can be so informative. So I'll be coming into a 7th year, long-term relationships, all sorts of things around that. It's exciting to look forward to. I expect that the people I will meet this year will likely be there for the long-term journey, or there's deepening of commitments in some of my connections. But anyway, So yeah, have a look at what that is for you, but also looking at this year for all of us is a 9-year. So it is about closure. It's about endings. It's about finishing things up. It's about deep reflection of all that we've been through over the past 9 years. It's also about making and implementing changes that are going to set us up for the change to come. So this is a bit of a rebirthing year in a sense, or maybe it's a shedding year coming into a rebirthing year, when we'll have our 1 year. But anyway, it is a 9-year. Look at your personal year number. It can be very helpful. So anyway, where am I up to? Yeah, no, I just thought, yeah, that's right. We're going over here. The energy we're leaving in 2024, the energy that is departing. And we have here the Chariot. First of all, we have the King of Swords, the Eight of Swords, the Eight of Cups. Now, when I just held the Chariot, then for some of you, you've been very transient this year and haven't quite found your feet or your place. Some of you, that is what is departing. You're going to be more grounded and stable, finding your place. And I can see that in the theme here as well. Like there's definitely a shift and a change and going into something new, but that brings you to where you feel a sense of belonging. For others of you, this is an energy that is leaving your life, the King of Swords. This can be somebody very controlling, very domineering. This can be a cold-hearted person. This is an Ice King here. So some of you, this is a person that's leaving your life. Maybe an ex-partner or a friendship that once was, a family member you don't see eye to eye with, an old boss, a scammer. Who knows who this person is, but they're leaving in 2025. They are departing. And it's an energy that's left you feeling anxiety, right? Or powerlessness. For some of you, this can be your own inner harsh critic as well. This may not be an external energy. It could be within yourself that is leaving behind. You'll know what it is for you, but this is a cold-hearted and calculated energy at times. Very harsh, can be very abrupt. And the Chariot it comes with a lot of confidence and push and drive. So this person may be very confident, and that's why I get this domineering energy. So maybe it's in yourself, maybe it's in someone else, but this is something that doesn't leave you feeling good after interacting with them. Eight of Swords here. This energy is something that's left you feeling very trapped. The Eight of Cups shows as well that this is something that you may have given a lot of your love and energy to, but it's, and I like to mention that a lot of cards with Eight of Cups have keywords, and one of them that stands out to me all the time is abandoned success. So it's an energy where you've really tried all that you can to make a situation work, and for whatever reason, it just hasn't. And for a lot of you, that reason may not be of your doing. It could be this King of Swords energy that's the reason. But it's the point of getting to that let go that is the most important here, and having the confidence to take your power back in a situation. So that is what's happening in that area. You're leaving something behind that's made you feel really, really powerless. And there's nothing you can do about it, and it's for the best. It really does feel like that. So the next area is the talents you will be expressing. I love this. You have the Knight of Wands first. So the talent you'll be expressing is vast. We have the Ace of Wands with that as well. So there's lots of creativity here. So wherever it is your creative talent lies. For some of you, you may be just discovering what that is, and that's very exciting. Something coming to life you didn't know you were good at. For others of you, this is about really honing in on the things you already know that you are passionate about and good at. And that can be your healing talents and abilities, your craft in that regard, or maybe you're a practitioner of a specific modality. For some of you, this is about music, you're creating more art, whatever it is for you, this is something you're really expressing, your creativity, your soul fire, the fun light. It's a light that really attracts a lot of fun towards you, and because you are fun, there's a lot more fun to be had here. And then the King of Cups here, which is emotional maturity. This is talent you'll be expressing. So this is the ability to maybe guide with love and care, to hold a presence that's not only fun and exciting, but also calming. It's a real beautiful marriage of energy here. And so compassion and understanding is a big talent you have. Reaching people's heart space through your creative work may be something that a way in which you're expressing your talents this year. There's a lot of room for creativity in this energy, and there's a lot of room for heartfelt connection here as well. Maybe it's also about being a parent, learning how to be a better partner. Things like that might be really highlighted here, like a deepening of the way you connect with people in your life. And I see here as well, like with this King of Cups, some of you are very much like a savior energy. Like you help people, you're there for them when they really need it. And it could be through the gentle guidance and advice you're able to give, or it could be the position you hold in your workplace or in your family, in your community. But you have a lot to offer here, not just creatively, but from the heart, from the wisdom that you've gained in your life experiences and what you can impart upon others. Yeah, it's kind of endless here, I feel. Let's have a little look more. 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, your paid work is definitely something that helps people, it touches people, and it's very important, very needed. Theme of this year I'm going to mention, actually, 7 of Pentacles is here. And they are expecting a child, and as I lifted it, I see the Emperor underneath. So for some of you, this is about becoming a father, or if you are a masculine. King of Cups is here, so maybe many of you are in that role or coming into that role. But it could also have to do with just that parenting, even if it's not fatherly. It's like that the authority, the discipline, the strength that comes from the masculine influence. But 7 of Pentacles is what I was wanting to talk about, and it's about investment. It's about not seeing those results, and I can see that here in your obstacle as well. We'll double back around to it soon, but I can see this year, like while looking at your personal year numbers, fantastic. I think that you can expect with this year things may be a little slow, but you're really encouraged to keep going, keep persevering. Trust, trust, trust. So we'll get back to that soon, but the next area is your future opportunities coming in. So first we have the Page of Wands. There is an invitation of some kind, I feel, here with this Page of Wands. This is like something that may come out of the blue for you, an offer or an opportunity, or it could be something you apply for and then you get a yes, and that's exciting. There's also opportunities for you to meet new people, make new friendships. We have the 3 of Cups, and we also have the 9 of Cups here. So your future opportunities have very much to do with your biggest wish fulfillment with the 9 of Cups showing up here, but it's also something that gives you more freedom, more creative expression, and more connection with people. With friendship here, I dare say that a lot of you may be meeting a new community or coming into a new space of belonging. We really see that here a fair few times, which is fantastic for you. Yeah, 3 of Cups is about celebration. 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment. Page of Wands is exploration, connection, expression, and freedom. This is beautiful. A lot to celebrate this year. And when I touch on that, I kind of feel like it's you doubt it for some reason. Like I get this doubt that things are going to go well or be good this year. And maybe that's because things have been very trying for you, but just keep at it. Just keep trusting. This sits above the personal power card for your reading, for your year ahead. Your personal power for this year is I am good enough. Believe that you are worthy of all that you are attracting and all that you want to attract. You are good enough. You've got that talent, you've got that ability, you've got the knowledge, you've got the skills. Some of you may experience imposter syndrome and self-doubts and things. You are good enough. These things are coming. Be open to it. So in the area of obstacles now, we have the World. So the obstacle here may be around closure of an old cycle and beginning a new cycle, really just done with something and wanting to come into a new cycle. 4 of Cups and the Hermit. Maybe you've been going in the world quite alone for some time, feeling that you've been left out in the cold or left behind, or there could be some abandonment that has come up in your journey and you've had to really suffer on your own. Now this is showing in an upcoming obstacle where there may be something that really pushes you again to go on your own, and you feel like you've been forgotten or left behind. But the beauty of the 4 of Cups is there's always a golden offer that we're not seeing. There's a blessing in disguise here. So while you may have struggled with an old cycle that reoccurs or something that you would really like to just move away from and be done with, the obstacle here shows that is something continuing until you see the golden opportunity. And the opportunity, you'll find the answer from within yourself with the Hermit card here. Maybe it's also like struggling to find the answer for something, you know, to create that closure. That could be an obstacle here yet to come. But the good thing about the Hermit is they have the light within. And the good thing about the Four of Cups is there's always a full cup in the scene. There's always a magical offering that we're either rejecting or not looking at correctly. We're not perceiving it correctly. Therefore, we don't see that it's actually a blessing. Or we just don't see it coming yet, it's yet to arrive. In what will help with this obstacle though, we have here the Page of Swords. Stay open, stay curious, you know, like keep your options open, keep your mind open. Don't just limit your thinking and your options. The Page of Swords is a very curious, inquisitive energy that's ready to learn, that's ready to figure it out, that's ready to do the work, it's ready to do the research. You have the Two of Cups here as well and the Ace of Cups, and it brings me back to that Four of Cups vibes of like the full cup. There's a cup offered here to you. There is potentially new love for some of you, or a deep companionship to come. And this is something that will help you with the obstacle of the past, maybe being a hermit for so long. Maybe it's companionship and connection you're needing, you know, maybe it's being open to connections instead of maybe thinking, you know, I don't fit in anywhere, or I'm a very different type of person, I haven't met the people that really understand me. Well, you can see that even in this theme of this year, like letting yourself free from those beliefs or that trap that the whale is in, and giving yourself the opportunity to explore and find a home, find these new people, reach out and put yourself there. It's all through your reading that new community and connections are a big highlight for you this year. And so really be open to that and give so much love as well. I think you'll be surprised with some of the people, or particularly one person you might meet, and you'll think that that's not a person for me, but you'll be pleasantly surprised, very pleasantly surprised, that they have more to offer than you first realize. So yeah, that's beautiful. Let other people and your connections help you through things. Lean on other people. Give love, receive love. Be open to it. Be open to learning more about other people and giving them a chance. Give people an opportunity to show you who they are and what love they can actually bring. Don't dismiss small offers or yeah, there's something here, like be really careful of what and who you dismiss, because I think there's something that could come along that you underestimate. And that does feel important. Or someone, even if it's like a romantic person, somebody comes in with an offer and you think, oh no, thank you. But it turns out they're actually a real diamond in the rough, you know, like they actually, you don't see them clearly at first. Okay. And then in the tarot's last section before we move on will be how to achieve your goals and dreams. And I love this. We have the Seven of Cups. Explore, be open. There's so much opportunity coming in this year. We can see it through all of the cards. There's lots of different opportunities, and how to achieve that is to explore them all. Look through all your options. This is the inquisitive Page of Swords. They're shifting through the cups. They're discarding the ones that they know will be no good for them, and they're giving a chance to the ones that show opportunity or potential. We have Temperance next, and then the Queen of Swords. So how to achieve your dreams and goals. Part of this will also be about having good discipline and organization, good structure, good routines. With the Queen of Swords, it's about like having strong boundaries, you know, with yourself and with others, with your time schedule, being very clear on what you want and what you need. So writing things out, like weekly schedule, daily schedule, monthly schedule, like make it big and slowly break it down. I did that backwards. So monthly, then weekly, then daily, like what are you going to do each day? Get those to-do lists happening. Create a balance in the way you spend your energy with the Temperance card here, but also patience is a big one for this year. You're going to need patience because there's a lot of different things that are going to be cooking slowly. There are good opportunities here, I can see it, but you are really going to need to have patience and also perseverance, like show up for it. That's what this Queen of Swords is about. She knows what she wants. She's clear about it. She knows the steps. Like there's so much clarity in this card. It's somebody who really has it all written out on paper. It's in front of them. You know, they've really explored all their options. They're open to, you know, explore different things. There's always openness for more, but there's a fairly good structure and routine in place here when it comes to achieving your dreams and getting things done. And softening that hard heart sometimes too. Some of you, I feel like there's like maybe a bit of a blockage on the heart, or like just so much pain from the past that it makes you reluctant to open up to certain things. And I think softening that a little bit this year will be good for you too. Not so much that your boundaries have dropped. You can still have your healthy, happy boundaries that keep you safe, but there's a need to soften a little bit for some of you, I think. Letting in things you wouldn't expect. So, oracle cards. We're going to start with the hero or heroine. The light attribute is what I was going for. I was just really asking for that, but I'll read the shadow. The light attribute is passion for a journey of personal empowerment. The shadow attribute is escapism and false sense of heroism. I do believe we want to be focusing on the light attribute for this reading, and that this year is going to be a journey of personal empowerment, and I think you're embracing it. It's a climb. It's definitely a climb, but you get there. So I got a prosperity card from this deck, and we got Go the Distance, asking for the prosperity message. And then I also have some prosperity cards from this sort of like a financial deck. I forget what it's called. It's from an Etsy creator. But prosperity message from this card is, your most precious dreams are not about instant gratification, but enduring prosperity. This is a time to think long-term and engage in continued action. You will experience momentum building as you translate the ebb and flow into slow and steady movement forward. Your efforts, ideas, and hard work can now lead to greater riches than you can imagine. Stoke the fires so that an uninterrupted stream of energy is available to support you in all these phases of manifestation. Be assured that you are in the right place right now. Go the distance. Perseverance is required. You know, you're definitely on a journey of like overcoming something, but also landing somewhere new. And what I liked about the message there is, I think it really goes with this card. You will be blessed with more than you can ever imagine. And that's that thing, like I get this sense of doubting the good things that can come from this year and what you can create for yourself, especially if there's a certain situation you feel stuck in that's really like held you back or knocked you around. I think that you'll be surprised with how you free yourself from that, and then expansion and blessing comes after that. So the next card is we'll bugger it, I'm here. We'll go to this one. Have faith in your dreams with waxing crescent moon. Definitely emphasis around that. Have faith in your dreams, you are good enough. But these were those, they're like messages around career and prosperity and finance. So you first have, there's a couple of options at the bottom. You can take what resonates, but the first one is voice. And it says, get your messages heard and get noticed. You have much to share with the world. Consider careers in radio, public relations, or anything in communication. Interestingly, you have the third house of communication here as well. So there's a lot around your communication. And that's the Queen of Swords as well, like communicator, clear, sharp, on point, organized. Like she knows what she's after. She knows what she's about. The only thing holding you back is your inability to speak your truth. That may be worth considering as well. We have goals. Don't let the world lead you. Take the steering wheel and control your life. This could be a good time to write down your goals and aspirations. Focus on creating and managing a budget. Really getting in like those goals in place and not being too scattered in your energy with lots of different things and projects. Well, I think it's important to explore and try new things. Of course it is. Also be mindful, and that's what the balance is about with temperance down here, with achieving those goals. Like be mindful, or maybe you're too structured and focused on one thing that you're not open to other things. Like take it how it resonates, but there's a balance required there. We have the card risk. Taking calculated risks is sometimes necessary in order to advance. Have the courage to face fear of uncertainty. Don't focus on the outcome. The odds are better than you think. Taking some risks this year. We have Rider with stories matter. Your words have powerful influence, have the power to influence others. Find out how you can contribute. We see communication strong here for you. A career in social media management, book writing, content writing, or blogging could be for you. And use words and visualize it as you write them to manifest more money in your life. So definitely an emphasis around creating abundance. There's not too many cards around abundance here, although I do feel up here in the opportunities you're attracting, there is opportunity for financial abundance here, but it doesn't seem to be the biggest theme in this reading. There's not really pentacles here, and it doesn't mean there's no pentacles for you this year. I think it just means that's not the most important thing. The other things you do may lead to that. The other more important things, like how you feel about yourself and what you do with your time. So we have Transporter. This card is a good indicator that things will start moving for you. A career in transport such as travel, driving or shipping could appeal to you, or you could travel for work, or perhaps you need to take action on some financial matter. And then the last one for this deck of cards is Luck. And your luck is about to change for the better. You could get a lucky break, some financial breakthrough. Anything you do now will be very prosperous for you. And I do feel that. It's like the things you do now, the things you invest in now is going to lead to prosperity later. Next year, 2026, I feel will be a very good year for many of us. So now we have some higher self messages from your higher self. You're stepping into a brand new chapter. You will be blessed with more than you could ever imagine. You have intuitive ideas that you really need to act upon. And there's a path you're meant to be on. Trust it. I love that. That's a real strong message on top of what we already had there. And then some self-care prompts before your pendulum question. So some self-care prompts for this year ahead will be to practice lots of gratitude. Be grateful for where you are, all that you've been through, all that you've survived, your beautiful body, your beautiful mind, the resources at your fingertips. There's so much to be grateful for. If you feel like writing 50 things you're grateful for, that would be fantastic as well. Especially if you're in a bit of an ungrateful mood or not feeling the best. Like sometimes writing that list and then like just checking in with how you feel at the start of writing that list and then how you feel at the end. It'll be completely different. You will feel completely different. And it's good when you get these moments where you're writing it out and you struggle to think of more things, and then suddenly boom, 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 all these other things come in and you realize like it really opens you up. It's a good practice to do. We have being nice. Be nice, but not too nice. Not everyone deserves your kindness. Give less of a stuff. Start a new hobby. If there's something that you enjoy doing, do it. We have a lot of creative expression in this reading. Ace of Wands there, Knight of Wands. Negative thinking, unfounded negative thoughts are very worth being aware of. Especially it says debt here everywhere, so maybe you're feeling very stressed around finances or feeling good enough to achieve or succeed. There could be fear of success that you are needing to work on. I think when I hold that, I feel like some work with things like kinesiology would be fantastic for you. Just helping with mindset, perceptions and beliefs. And then we have get a reading, so that might be something you'd like to do. I'm going to open up January spots. I did open a couple of them, but I think they've gone. So I'll open a couple more when I know what I'm doing, because it's still the school holidays, so I've got to keep flexible for my little guy. But yeah, or there's plenty of wonderful readers out there. Maybe even another YouTube reading with the right, on the right thing title, you know, would be good for you as well. Or even just doing your own reading. I'm going to be doing this year a little reading for each month for myself and writing it down and just sort of going through that and getting very much my Queen of Swords plans and goals and steps in order so each month that I'm achieving what I set out to achieve. So maybe doing a reading for yourself as well each month would be good for you. So group 3's pendulum now. Let's have a look. So can we see a yes for group 3, please? Very nice. Nice and simple today. And then a no for group 3. What's that going to look like? Swinging around. Thank you very much. Okay, and now the answer for group 3's question, please. Obviously pause if you needed more time to make your question right. And it looks like a no here. It's sort of swinging around. Hang on, let me feel this. Yeah. Feels like a no. Yeah, I'm going to take that as a no. I don't know, like there's something else I want to feel. There's like a detail I can't see, but I know it's there. So what can I get about that? No. It feels like a no that pushes you along your path. I don't know. Hopefully that resonates somehow. It's like it'll get you where you got to be. It's a good no for some reason. Maybe you're relieved that it's a no, maybe you're not, but trust it, you know? And use discernment, obviously, with such a tool. You'll get a feeling like this isn't going to be answering my question. Or maybe you need to rephrase the way you've asked your question to get a clearer answer. That can be helpful as well. So group 3, that is what I have for you in this reading for the 2025. I hope that it's given you some sort of comfort, clarity and guidance for the year ahead, and I look forward to all of the weekly readings to come throughout this year. So take care group 3, and I'll see you next week. Bye.